local with coverage you can count on. This is WNEMTV5 Wake Up.
Hey, good Saturday morning, everyone. Starting out with a live look over Birch Run on this Saturday morning. Take a look at that beautiful scene. It's going to be a hot one today. Thanks for waking up with us. Today is July 4th. Happy Independence Day, everyone. I'm Blake Keller. We're kicking things off today with meteorologist John Gross. He's joining us live with a look at the heat-filled forecast. Hey, John, good morning.
Good morning, Blake. Good morning, everybody at home. Happy 4th of July. Yes, we are in for another hot day across the region and some more sunshine as we get later on into this afternoon. A few clouds out there this morning. We'll go ahead and jump back outside to your neighborhood weather. Downtown Mount Pleasant there, where the clouds are starting to break up a little bit. We've got some blue sky in the mix. Current temperatures right now still very warm for the 8:30 hour, 72 degrees, I should say, with the dew point at 71. Wind is generally calm right now at this hour. Humidity tracker for today will be improving later on this afternoon. Pleasant category with dew points projected to be back into the upper 50s, near 60 later on this afternoon. Live first warn 5 pinpoint Doppler from MBS shows that we're completely quiet across mid-Michigan. Just a few bad returns coming on in from the radar this morning. No rain showers, just a few clouds out and about in our skies this morning. High pressure will continue to take over the region throughout today, and that'll give us another chance for some more rays of sunshine and some very hot temperatures. Happy 4th of July. Here's a look at your day planner for today. We got temperatures back into the lower 90s with plenty of sunshine. UV indices for today again very high to 9. Make sure to apply that sunscreen. We'll take a look at your full 7-day forecast in just a little bit. Blake.
John, thank you. Well, developing this morning, a new report from Henry Ford shows hydroxychloroquine did slash the death rate for its patients with COVID-19. Now, I spoke to the health expert that led that report on why the health system says this study deferred from previous ones.
Yes, it should continue to be studied.
A new study from Henry Ford Health Systems claims hydroxychloroquine, an anti-malaria drug touted by the president, has benefits to treating patients with COVID-19.
13% mortality in the patients that got hydroxychloroquine, 26% mortality in the patients that did not.
The study evaluated more than 2,500 sick patients, typically 65 years and older, with underlying health conditions from March to May.
So we were seeing a really sick, vulnerable population when they first came in.
So how did hydroxychloroquine help COVID-19 patients? Well, first, it prevented the virus from getting in the cells.
But what was more important is that we knew that the drug mediated the inflammatory response. So it reduced the inflammation, reduced the inflammatory response in.
Dr. Zervo says inflammation is a major reason most people do poorly fighting COVID-19. That's why it's vital to treat it early.
So we think the combination of giving it early and the careful monitoring of the patients and the dose we used was what was responsible for our favorable outcomes.
The study revealed a beneficial outcome, while other studies of the drug were halted just weeks ago, claiming it useless. Dr. Zervo says all studies will be crucial moving forward.
I think it is important for the combination of all of the studies to be looked at, both the ones that are positive, the ones that are negative. We still need more study.
Well, today is July 4th. It marks 244 years since the Continental Congress adopted the Declaration of Independence. It asserts the freedom of the American colonies that eventually became the United States. John Hancock signed the Declaration on July 4th in 1776. The other members of Congress signed the following month. And even the National Retail Foundation estimates Americans will spend more than $6 billion on food just for this holiday. And as celebrations get underway, the Bay City State Park has reopened its campgrounds just in time for the holiday weekend. And there's a reminder out for campers. State Park day use areas will close at 10 p.m. to help reduce crowds. And fireworks like Roman candles and bottle rockets are not allowed at the park. But sparklers and fountains are okay. Now, some residents say they intend on following the rules for a fun time.
Respect what they say, so I'm going to follow the rules and keep safe.
Just hope everybody is safe this holiday weekend, and next year we'll be back on track.
And that's definitely a positive outlook on the celebrations for sure. But just remember that while out having a good time, social distancing rules are still in effect. Still unfolding this morning, new details being released about the death of Vanessa Guillen. The Fort Hood soldier was reported missing months ago before remains believed to be hers were found this week. Brandon Hamilton details what investigators believe happened before and after her death, and we do want to warn you, some of these details are disturbing.
A chilling document giving a gruesome timeline of what happened to specialist Vanessa Guillen, the two suspects, specialist Aaron Robinson and his girlfriend Cicely Aguilar. Attorney Natalie Quam detailing the gruesome murder on April the 22nd.
When she went to the armory room, Robinson was with her, and he took a hammer and bludgeoned her, killed her in there. It was really graphic. There was blood all over the place. According to the affidavit, Robinson then placed Guillen in a box, picked up Aguilar from work, and then drove to the Leon River in Bell County. To dispose of the body, Robinson and Aguilar are accused of using a machete-type knife to remove Guillen's limbs and head. The affidavit also states Guillen's body was placed in 3 separate holes and covered. On April the 26th, the two returned to the Leon River, burning the body and pouring concrete over the shallow grave. The details too hard to tell Vanessa's mother, Gloria. We can't tell her that they found Vanessa's body or anything. I mean, this lady is so fragile. It's not healthy or safe for her to know anymore. You know, I cried. We all cried when we heard this because you just think about how this girl must have suffered.
While Army CID says they found no evidence of sexual harassment, Quam says that was the reason for Guillen's murder.
We believe that Vanessa told him that she was reporting him, and that's why he bludgeoned her.
Through local news coverage, the affidavit says Robinson learned the remains had been found earlier this week. He fled the base on foot, turning a gun on himself in Killeen overnight Tuesday. Aguilar has been charged with tampering with evidence with intent to impair a human corpse.
And also unfolding, the U.S. Navy says it's sending 2 aircraft carriers to the South China Sea for a military exercise. Now, several warships will accompany the USS Nimitz and the USS Ronald Reagan. A Navy spokesperson says the exercise has been in the works for a while and isn't a response to any world events. Now, that said, the U.S. has been critical of China's own military drills in the South China Sea. They've taken place near the contested Paracel Islands. And for many Americans, celebrating the Independence Day weekend is more than just cookouts and fireworks. Now, cannabis is evidently a big part of the holiday, too. That conclusion comes from technology company Akirna, which operates dispensary cash registers nationwide. Now, its report predicts cannabis sales in the U.S. will see a nearly 90% increase over average daily sales through the holiday weekend. And Akirna says more money on average will be spent on cannabis than on food for July 4th cookouts. Marijuana is legal for recreational use in nearly a dozen states and for medical use in more than 30. TV5 News Time is 8:38. A hate crime investigation now underway at a Michigan high school. We have the details on what authorities say was found near a football field.